This is a video to help the grade 7s prepare for their mid-year review test on Friday. This is an answer key to their quiz on square roots and integers. However, we are only being tested on the integers portion on Friday, so we're just going to look at the integers portion of this quiz. It says use colored tiles to model each integer in two different ways. So right now I have green and black, so we're going to use green as the positive and black as the negative. So it says model -5. So let's try -5. One way I can do it is I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 5 and negative, so that's -5 being modeled. Now I could also do this. There's now 6. But this one is being balanced by a positive integer. These have canceled each other out, so that is still +5. I could even continue to do it in such a way where this is still counting as -5 because these have canceled and these have canceled. So they're still modeling -5. So the same can be done for all the other ones. So if I did +3, we can have +3. I could put it like this, because I have a negative canceling out one of the positives and a negative canceling out the other positive, making for a total of +3, or I could just have 3 positives on their own. For each of the problems below, write the number sentence and solve. 6 yellow tiles and 1 red tile. In this instance, we used yellow as positive and red as negative. We're using green as positive and black as negative in this. So I'm going to say 6 green and 1 black. So I've got 6 green and 1 black. So we have +6, and that is -1 equals 5. And as you can see, correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive, and these have canceled out. So the answer is indeed 5. Similarly, if we had 2b, 5 yellow tiles, 7 red tiles, or 5 green, 7 black, so that's what we're using for positive and negative. So I have 5 green. I have 7 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My answer would be -2 because I have 5, and that's adding a -7, or 5 -7 equals -2. This is confusing for some kids. Well, what do you mean 5 plus -7? Well, if I look at it this way, I have 5 plus -7. Canceling out, -2 are left. Next up, it says use a number line to add. So this says 3 plus 2. So if I've got a number line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it was +3 plus +2, 3 and 2, so we go 3 and 2. Now let's try one that's a little more difficult. -10 plus +8. Oops. -10, -5, +5, +10. So I have -10 plus +8. That was -10, first jump, plus +8 equals -2. Let's do the next one. Let's get minus, or adding a negative. Adding a negative, -5 plus -1. So I'm all in the negatives at this point. So I'm going to put my 0 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll say that's negative 10. So we're starting with negative 5. So negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our first jump is negative 5 plus negative 1. Now normally plus you would think you would be going up in a number line, but it says plus a negative 1. So I'm adding on a negative 1. So my answer is negative 6. Now if I were to do this as tiles, just to show you why this exists, if I had negative 5 plus a negative 1 more, I would have 6 negative. This one says, write an addition equation modeled by each number. So this one seems to have jumped from 2, negative 2, to positive 4. So we started at negative 2 plus positive 4. Now I'm going to show you a complicated way. This is also a correct answer. Oh, wait, hold on. Not positive 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That jumped 6 spaces, didn't it? Goodness me. But I could also say this. Negative 2 minus negative 6. Now this looks a bit confusing right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you using tiles. I have negative 2. Now I'd like to show you that all tiles have equal and opposite. There's a positive for every negative. So I'm going to do the 6. Right now these are canceling. There's a positive and a negative. We have 2, but we're going to minus negative 6. Now these are all worth 0 because it's plus minus plus minus. They're opposites. But what we're going to do is we're going to minus negative 6. What we are left with is 2 negative and 6 positive. But this cancels that. This cancels that. We are left with 4. And if we go back to here, our number line did say that we started at negative 2. So you could say minus negative 6 equals 4. Or you could say negative 2 plus positive 6 equals 4. Cancel, cancel, 4. I hope this video helps. These models, they can be complicated. They can kind of turn your head around and make you second guess yourself. And some of the best math students will have their minds get a little confused by these models. It happens to me every year. I have to relearn certain concepts. So please come on in for extra help. You know that I have my homework club / explorations club available. Just come on in and I'll sit down with you and we can talk math.